Good evening, all. Welcome to Javi's Fireside Chat. Let me put this over here. A little better. Can't seem to see the chat. Let me see what I can see if I can figure this out. Ah, there we go. I could see it. Hey, Matt, how's it going? This is the sunset. Gotta love it. Welcome to my fireside chat. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get in the shade of a tree. Got enough of them around here. You know, about 5 minutes ago, I should have started this because the fire was much nicer 5 minutes ago. Maybe I'll just add a few more logs to the fire. So I can start chatting. There we go. Gotta have a fire for a fireside chat, don't we? Jack Dorsey. Joe Rogan. Who's Jack Dorsey? I know Joe Rogan. When the sun goes down a little more, this is going to make a nice fire. Right now, wow, it's dead in the center of it. There's a hole in the trees, and the sun's going shooting right through into the fire. I'd move the fire pit, but yeah, you know, left my asbestos-lined gloves at home. Ah, Twitter. Why does my chat not stay on? This is the first time I've actually gone live on the phone. If I see the fire going down, I'll just beef it up again. Got plenty of wood, and well, you don't know the half of it. Here we go. Actually, let me show you the half of it. This is the half of it, and that's nothing compared to, you know. And then I've got another one way the hell over there, and well, been chopping wood all day, rather cleaning up wood. I just picked this up today, the spare wood from around the back part. My goal was to get 9 sections. Each section's 10,000 square feet. 9 sections cleaned out. So, I mean, take a look. That's most of it is, you know, I've got a couple fallen trees, but for the most part, cleaned everything out near the trees. So. So welcome to Javi's Fireside Chat. Someone give me a subject to chat about. Did I lose my signal? What is this? That's weird. Evening, David. How are you? We're here by the fire. I don't know why I'm frozen on my computer. Oh, here. That was weird. Huh. Does everybody see me frozen, or do they actually see me here? Yeah, that's what I thought. The screen is frozen. I wonder why that is. Oh, I think we got it. Let's go back on my boat here. Hopefully you guys can see the fire. Actually, no one's on now, so that's what happens. Let me load up some more firewood there. There we go. That should make for a nice little fire. Yep. How's it going, David? Today's high is 21 over there. Wow. We lucked out. We just got a cold front in, and it was 64 last night. If you call that cold. It'll be 47 tonight, so that's gonna be nice. It's about 55 now. It's nice and comfy, but 21. No, that's not outdoor working weather. David, you going to the Atlanta show by any chance? I have used the heck out of this thing. Bummer. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be back up here in 5 or 6 days, and on my way up to the show. Pick a subject, any subject. I could talk at length about anything. Let me give you a better angle over here. Let's see if I can manage. Ready? How about... Well, the wood pile is nice too. You can have the wood pile. Although I'll be blocking you. There we go. Got some nice trees in the background. It's not crackling, but it's sizzling real nice. Hey Dave, how's it going? Did I kung fu the whole pile? No. but that certainly is an interesting idea. I've been using my my saw, my 40 volt chainsaw, and I got to tell you, it's a great little tool. However, the best use out of it is intermittent. I cut down this hickory, this about a 12-inch hickory. Part of it was rotted, and it was 40 feet, 40, 50 feet high, and it was kind of two, actually. So I cut down the two trees, and then I cut the stump down over by the lake, and I started hacking up the pieces. Yeah, they're over by the other pile where I've got the big pieces, but they're similar to some of the bigger ones you see near the bottom, the darkish red ones. I'm not sure if it's a hickory or a cherry, but it appears to be. It's hard as heck, and yeah, I'm a lumberjack, and that's okay. The saw, if it's continuous use, like one after another, the battery tends to heat up quickly, and then you got to give it a rest. So for that particular saw, either I get another battery, or I take it easy on it. But it cuts really nice. I've felled some, 80-foot trees with it, so no big deal. And there's nothing here. There's a couple huge ones which will eventually go down. But yeah, it's gonna be a while before I completely clear this out. But I've got the whole back section nice and clean. I mean, it looks just like this. Completely cleared away from all the trees. Got rid of a bunch of saplings. And what I did was I piled the saplings up on this side over here. I'm not going to show them, but and on my evening, my trip this evening, at the end of this month, Carrie and my wife and one of the girls are gonna be here, so I'll probably burn this entire pile. Just keep feeding the fire, and because I got plenty of firewood left, so I'll just burn this wood and all those branches. Just chop them up with the chop saw. I love using the chop saw to chop those up. This camera angle is toward the side. Right now it's toward the brighter area you see, that way back there, that bright strip of grass, that's my neighbor's lawn. That's where my neighbor starts. Uh, the So you're looking at across the center from where my camper is to all the way to the back area. This is the front. Here we go. There's the front. Behind the shed is the entrance area, and the back. Although you're going to see my deck here, that is towards the back, and as you see, the sun setting back there, which is west. I've been birding all day. It's been a blast. Oh yeah, yeah. I would do that too. I'd set a big huge fire, but I I I I mean I could do that. I could spend a few days creating a pile, but I can't feed it fast enough by myself to maintain a big fire. In fact, this stuff was a couple days before this pile I got right here. But this pile, this fire, everything I've cut today, I've burned, and a little bit of that pile. So it's just I light the fire. I mean I'm feeling the heat from here, and I'm about good 10-15 feet away. Um, there's some heavy duty. It's there's a lot of coal in there, or embers, just burning. It's hot. I just haven't stopped feeding it, and I usually, put it about this high. It burns down to there, and I fill it up again. And I fill it up again. The bottom hasn't had a chance to burn. It's just under incredible heat right now. It'll burn out overnight. But I've been. What I do is I take my little cart with the mower, and I fill up the cart with a lot of fallen logs. When we did the original brush cutting, there's lots of areas where we piled up broken branches and logs and stuff by trees. And we cleared out most of the big area. So there's a lot of trees that probably a 5 or 10 foot span around them. Like, you see if I can give you an example. Logs thrown in, and most of the areas that have been cut down. I would have cut the saplings with the brush cutter originally with the rotary cutter, but there were big logs in the way, and that's the reason those areas are still rough, if you will. So I've been clearing out all the logs. I mean, we're talking 30-40 years of branches falling, and Stump Island over here was well, it's all gone now, but that was actually a neighbor that cut 3 or 4 trees down 4 or 5 years ago, and just dumped them all into the property because the prior owner said, "Yeah, it's fine, no problem." Figured it would all rot, and a lot of it did. I've got a huge. There's only one that's not problematic, but it's going to be a task, which is I'd say it's easily a 45 inch trunk. It's about yay high, so about 45, 48, 4-foot trunk, and then it widens up into a fork, so it actually gets a little thicker, and before it breaks off, by about probably 8 or 10, 12 feet, just sitting there by the shed in the bushes. When I get to probably at the end of the probably in May, I'll hit that area. Maybe June, because I still got the bamboo to contend with. I was going to do it this trip, but I just got to cleaning up the center section, and I like how it looks, so I've just been cleaning more and more. Let me pile some more wood on the fire. I hate these vines. They're everywhere. Smoke gets in your eyes. What are we doing that? Let's see here. Bigfoot in the background. Eh. Man. the first time I get to enjoy it. Making a... This thing just disappears. What? There we go. Making custom box inserts with the C on making for hire. Well, I'll be happy to do that. Custom box inserts. Oddly enough, now that you mention it, I mean, I'm not ready for it yet, but I've got a few drawers that could use some inserts with dividers and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and we'll go ahead and do that. Might even make something custom that I could just, you know, take out and carry with me. There's a neighbor walking across the street from my neighbor's house, and you can hear the dogs barking at him. All that'll go away soon enough. I'm gonna be putting privacy hedges and everything, so that should block the sound, block the most of the dog sounds. Either way, the house will be more toward that side, and my shop will be on that side, blocked by... I've got it situated where I can see the back. This whole area is blocked, and I've got nothing but the view of the lake. So if everything works out well, yeah, I'll probably make those boxes in the excuse me, in the CNC with Javi series. I've got a few videos coming up. I have all the footage. I just have to get around to editing them, and frankly, this is taking up most of my time and life when I get back home. But I've got a review on the Toro mower that I haven't gotten around to yet. I've got a review on the 7-in-1 brush cutter. I've also got a couple of CNC projects that I've done that I gotta edit them. This is the life. But you got to sit back and enjoy it. Last month when I was here, it was 7 days solid of work. And while I enjoy being out here and I enjoy the work, I never took time to enjoy the finished product. And something you want to sit back and enjoy. I hope it's cool when at the end of the month when my wife and daughter come out here. Okay, so you thought about making it so it's on some show it on some acreage. Do I set up? Hang on a second. Do you set up a lot of wood shows? No, I go to the Atlanta Wood Show, and that's just to visit. Uh, More than anything else, it's to meet up with fellow YouTubers and friends and stuff. Because really, the show itself has just been going downhill year after year. It's a shame, but people buy everything on Amazon, including yours truly, or most everything. Vendors can't compete with that, so it's not like the old days where you had a bunch of Jet and Powermatic and all these people showing and giving classes and showing their. Although I'll be honest with you, if they were out there in the show doing those demonstrations, I would be more apt to buy one of their products from Amazon. But uh, you know, um, so it's tough. They don't go out there anymore because they figure, what's the point? Um, and But there are some show specials when I go there. It's just less and less vendors, and the vendors are, that's half the fun of the show. The classes are great, and luckily I've got a lot of friends in the woodworking community uh, that I speak to on a, well, pretty much on a daily basis. That we see each other on video conferencing on Google Hangouts every night, but it's nice to see them in person, and once a year get together, and I'll be swinging by Dave's house as I always do, and hanging out with him for a while. That's always fun. Eventually, when I get the place set up, well, he's always invited, but when I get it all, you know, set up where it's comfortable, and he'll come down and visit. But there are no wood shows around Miami anymore. The last one was 10 years ago. Tampa's the closest one, and it's not bad, but it's not worth a 4-hour drive. If I'm here, yeah. If I'm here, it's only an hour from here. I'd go to the Tampa show, but the Atlanta show is the one that most people uh, get together at, because I hope that was your question. The last wood show I went to was Indianapolis 5 years ago. Yeah, they keep getting smaller and smaller, and to a certain degree, it's not worth it. However, like the Atlanta show, if you watch Dave Gatton and you watch Mark Lindsay, you watch Russ Clarity, you watch me, and whomever you watch on YouTube, there's a high probability that most of us you'll see us at the show, which is it's always nice to. Well, it was certainly nice for the first time when I met these celebrities. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. Now I just call them friends. But it is funny. It is funny. Uh, we chat about everything under the sun, and there are a lot of people that I go there to see that I don't talk to on a regular basis. That we only see each other once a year at the show, for instance. Like Stumpy Nubs is a perfect example. He and I a couple years ago hit it off right away. To had a wonderful conversation, and man's extremely intelligent, and I just had a blast talking to him. So I meet up with him every year, and a few others like that. And, it's nice because we don't really fall into the same. I mean, he's got his business. He doesn't. He's busy. Doesn't socialize on Hangouts. I'm a little more on the I don't want to say retired because that's a bad word, but I'm a little more on the more relaxed side. So. The tail end of life. Although nowhere near the end of it. There she blows. That's such a nice fire. Wood show is. I'm looking forward to the show. Although I only go there once or twice, I'm Sunday's almost not worth going. Friday's nice. Saturday it gets really crowded, but it's also nice. Just thinking what I have left to do tomorrow, because tomorrow I head home. Possibly. They go pick up all the camera. I got a dozen stealth cameras all around up in the trees. Just it comes in handy because that way I pretty much don't have to set up any cameras. It's filming all the time, and I'll just take snippets and speed them up, and there's my video. Yep. Hobbies and work from home. That's the way to do it. That's what I'm. I mean, I've got my businesses, but it's. I don't really have to. Well, when the cat's away, the mice will play. So, got to monitor them. But. that's all the active participation I do for the most part. Not too much on the physical side, unless I have to. And yeah, anytime something comes my way that I enjoy doing, I'll be happy to. Like recently, a church asked me to refinish some doors. So I'll be showing that when I finish. I'll be showing the how to refinish doors YouTube video, and some mahogany doors, and I enjoy that. I enjoy that type of work. It's one of those. It's funny because it's like I tell myself, I don't like sanding, but once you get into the sanding, it's very relaxing. And the funny part is, as who was it that I was talking to last night? Oh, Bob Lee said it best. That's all that woodworking is the sanding. You want to have a good finish, you want to have a good quality project, you got to invest the time in sanding. Everything else is really with the CNC. It's just programming and have a nice day. But the real finish work is the difference between. Yeah, it's nice and cool. It should get down to 47, 45 tonight. About 55 now, 52, and maybe 55. And looking forward to the looking forward to a couple days of cool weather here. This is the second day. Another little while before sun sets. Earlier I was throwing a bunch of bamboo pieces in there. It's really cool how they pop. Dangerous if you're in the fire and you get a bunch of ashes sprayed at you. But it's pretty cool. Hey Rob, how's it going? Just let's see, sanding and math is everything in fabrication. Yeah. No, Rob, just enjoying the fire. Been it's been fueling my tree trimming, or rather, I've been picking up logs all day, uh, and throwing them in the fire, brush, branches, and it's been pretty steady. The I pick up a bunch, drag them in the wagon. Well, with my mower, I drag them over here, drive them over here in the wagon, and dump them in here, and go back and pick up some more, fill up the wagon. By the time I filled up the wagon, drive around, and the the fire's gone down, I fill it up again, and it goes right back up again. And now I'm just taking the time to relax because I owe it to myself. Yep. How's the weather over there in Australia? Is it? Oh, it's wonderful, wonderful out here. It's Central Florida has been. It's so funny because they said it was going to be raining all day today. Not a cloud in the sky. They said it was going to be raining late last night. It just missed us. Uh, there was some light rain in the morning, but that just let me sleep in a little while. So I slept until about 8, and just had at it. Been nonstop since. So stopped about an hour ago, and just still getting rid of more wood in the fire. I still got piles left, so figure enjoy the fire for a little while. Yep, Melbourne, Florida. You know. Oh. I had a buddy that lived in Melbourne for quite a while. I think he's living in Coco now. Trying to remember. He might still be living in Melbourne. He lived in Palm City, uh, Titusville. Then it's all around there because he worked for. He works for NASA, and he and his wife. Uh, yeah, that thing's glowing red. Been up around. Oh shoot! This. Okay, up around 35 to 40 C. Yeah, North Carolina I heard was pretty cool. I'm most of the week it was rough because I could only get about 6 to 8 hours in during the day. I mean, the nice thing is I've got the shade of all the trees, so even on a really hot day, it's 20 degrees cooler here. So it's nice, but drenched in sweat, you get real tired real fast, and it was most of the week it was about 75, 80. Actually 80, 83, something like that. And today was beautiful. Today was mid 60s, early 60s, 60 to 65 all day. Tomorrow's going to be about 55 all day. And next time I come out here, I might attack the bamboo. I was meaning to but I got a lot done. I got somewhere in the used to go to Sebring. Yep. Um, I got somewhere in the neighborhood of, or at least as of tomorrow, I will have cleared out and neatened up, picked up all the logs, all the trash, all the debris, all the fallen branches, cleaned the saplings all around the trees. Basically, every one of the trees around looks like this in a 90,000 square foot area. That's how much I've gotten done this week. So doesn't make for good video. Well, I mean, I'm still gonna do something, but I mean, the next few videos is just me clearing out more property. So you will see the place get nicer and nicer looking, but gotta come up with something. Maybe I'll dig a well or something. Right now, it's um, don't have my I don't have a watch with me, but let's see, Eastern time. I'm guessing it's close to. Let's see, sun just set, so close to 6:30 around that time, 6 o'clock, um, 6:15 maybe, 6:30. Well, okay, 6:10. If you're 10:10, so it's got to be 6:10 over here, p.m. Uh, next, my next trip, I'm looking forward to. Thank you. 6:11 Eastern Standard Time. Next trip, I'm looking forward to it because we'll have daylight savings time. So um, this means that I'll have an extra hour of light. Okay? Yeah, it'll be 7:10 when the sun sets. So that's gonna be nice. Gonna get a full day in. Well, not that it matters. I wake up with sunrise and I work until sunset. So daylight savings isn't gonna change that. I got to tell you, that's probably the worst part about being out here is the you do so much during the day and you're out here and you're enjoying yourself. You go stir crazy at night. You just it's like, what do I do? What do I do? You know, I'm inside and I'm in the middle of a very very dark forest. It's not a house. I'm in a camper, so you know, and it's. I suppose I could go out and drive around and do, but after a long day of work, I just want to relax a little. But I, I guess be careful what you ask for because at home I got lots of stuff on the honey-do list. So that's ooh, we just got a cool breeze. It's going down tonight here, so and I feel it already. Yeah, it's the same amount of work, regardless. Yeah, I'm looking forward to all the stuff I got to do here. Bet you I was just thinking Osprey Mama could probably tell me every single one of these birds what they are by the sounds. The only one I know is well, I think the one that goes wheat 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 is a whooping crane or something. Nah, that's not right. I don't know what it is, but um, the sandhill crane I know. About that's about the only one. Oh, I know what a peacock sounds like. We get a peacock occasionally around here. But all the little birds, no clue. Oh, my neighbors are, well, they're overjoyed. They're overjoyed that I mean, they now they're being in they're in their backyards. Oh, the chicken. Well, that is chicken actually. There's a bunch of chickens, and you just heard the rooster there. There's a bunch of chickens and a few roosters. My neighbor, farthest neighbor in the back. I've got behind the camera. There's four neighbors. I am their backyard, and this neighbor over here runs along the entire 5 acres. So he's my side neighbor. He's they're all great guys, great people, um, and but I don't like seeing fences, so I'm going to block off the four neighbors eventually with some podocarpus or some nice privacy bushes and stuff. This one I keep having second thoughts about it. I mean, I'm putting a fence, but good fences make good neighbors. But really, I don't need it, and I know he won't mind if I don't put it because I mean, the place is beautiful. Well, beautiful until I put a big house in the middle of it. But the neighbors are happy that the place is being cleaned up, but pretty soon it's mixed because originally there was nothing but shrubbery, so they couldn't see in. All they could see is tall trees above brush, and it was a jungle. It's all cleaned up, so it looks beautiful, and grass, and well, you see it. Uh, so that's nice, but they're going to lose that view again in the next 3 to 4 years because I'm going to be planting the privacy hedge. So they'll go back to, well, at least they'll see a nice hedge, and then they'll see trees above it. So I don't know if that's a good thing or bad. But they have it's not a busy street, but it's not a local road. In front of their house, in front of their houses, there's and they don't have much in the neighborhood of shrubbery or anything. So I can see from my vantage point, from the fence, I could see straight across their yard to the uh, to the road, and the road is gets fairly busy during peak times. So on this side of it, I do get a bit of road noise, but again, privacy hedge will solve that issue. Hear the rooster more than anything else. That's not going to stop. But we're in the country. That's what roosters do. They remind you you're in the country. My apologies. And I'm back. I hope I'm back. Nope, my phone is frozen. Oh, here we go again. Lost you guys for a second. Uh, I'm getting hungry. I think I'm gonna make myself a pizza. Been living on hot dogs all day, so about time I get a pizza. Oh, the engine noise in the background, that's my generator. In fact, let me quiet it down for a second because it's just powering the fridge and I got plenty. Just give me a second. There we go. Now I got dead silence. Every now and then I shut the generator off because this is sweet. Dog barking. I hear a jet far off in the distance. Now it's quiet. I'll be so happy when I get electric out here. I should put a soundproofing on the generator because I mean it's a quiet generator, which is a godsend. By the way, I highly recommend that generator from Harbor Freight, the $3,500 one. If you got a Harbor Freight, it's fantastic. It's been, it says check the oil every 8 hours. Yeah, right. I should change it, but that thing is on 24 hours for 7 or 8 days straight while I'm here, and so yeah, it's about time I change the oil, and it's very quiet, very reliable. Got the occasional road noise. That's annoying. And the dog's barking well. Can't do anything about that. When they're out, they bark. That's Noah. He's a barker. The other two here don't bark, and the other two, the one with the chickens, he barks. The one behind me, behind my camper right now, they don't bark. Gorgeous collies. Then you got the other two, which no dogs, so no biggie. Yep, there go the others. Now they're responding to the bark. And there goes the nice little stack. They're barking at a neighbor up front. All three of them are barking now. I think he's mowing his lawn across the street. Have a good evening, David. I think I missed that one earlier, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go cook dinner in a little while too. But what the hey? I'll just wait for the dark to get dark, dark. Sun is set, so it's just dusk right now. I'm not gonna add any more wood. Just let it burn out tonight. Rooster. Yep, that's how it is. I'm very lucky at home. My dog, um, well, she barks when the other. Well, she barks only when the others bark, but that's like momentary, and then she ignores them. She's really a good dog in the sense that my mom's dog, or the dog she used to have, was a German Shepherd, and she would bark at anything. Drop of a hat, bark, bark, bark. And my dog's very lucky. Someone's at the door. Don't. Let's find out who it is before we bark. Someone's in the backyard. Find out who it is before we bark. She's very laid back and everything, but she will alert you when something, like in the middle of the night, if something's happening. You know. Good dog. Good little dog. You may have seen her on one of my videos. She was. We brought her out here. She was following me all around. She was my helper. I think I'll grow the beard just for the show. Yeah, it's the camera makes it look really nice and light because let me see if I can show you the well, you might be able to see it. The whole area is that's just gray right now. I mean, I see the glow over the trees. The sun has pretty much set, uh, but there's always that 5 or 10 minutes of light outside. garbage around there. Let's clean it up. That's better. I had some tin cans and stuff thrown around there. Oh, yeah, yeah. I will say the camera's definitely doing a good job of lighting it up. Camera looks brighter than what I can see, which is funny. Yep, I will catch you later as well. I'm going to go ahead and shut down the feed here. So thank you all for joining, and you all have a wonderful evening. Time for me to go inside and grab something to eat. Good night, all.